All right, guys, welcome back. So question says 20. So we have 5 questions. We have to write join query and subqueries. Yeah. So let's see what are the questions and write our join queries. We have to a lot of works today. So this is 20th question. So now I want to say, so if you are watching 20th question, you want to know what is the 60th question. So you want to go to 60th and go and come into 70th, 18th, 19th. Those all are like a chain. So like one question. So this is the another part of that 16th question. So let's talk about what's happened in this question. So we have 5 questions. So first of all, let's go to hide SQL and open it and delete this query. We don't need this query. This is the past query. So today we have to write lot of queries line by line. I will explain you in this video. Okay, I think you can hear me. Yeah, my mic. So let's go to this and see the question. So first question: the find the numbers of the student who participated in the first term science subject. So we need to find the numbers of the student now. So that means like a count. So we need to get the count of students who participate in the first term science subject. First term science subject. So we have some facts. First term science subject. So that makes sense. We need to what we need to connect term table and subject table. So and we need to connect student table. Yeah, there are 3 conditions. So we need to connect those 3 tables together and get our detail. So let's go to our query. So I am doing this with what it I mean let's do this with join query. So we want to join some tables. So let's do that in join queries. So okay guys, I'm I'm going to do it. So you need to focus this. I will explain you line by line. All right, I have incoming call. Let's decline it. Right. Okay. We want to get the count. So let's we have count keyword. So you need to put that count keyword when we need to get the count, right? So I want to get the count of student exam mark record. So I want to get science subject first term marks count. How many students face the exam? So now I need to get exam student mark record. So I need to get that records from the table. So I put those brackets and a student. Uh, yeah, I hate typing. So let's just get this and that student exam mark record. So now we need to connect with term table. So okay, term table. We on that, and now we have exam term ID. So okay, let's get that and close the bracket. And now we want to get now we want to give the from and student right student mark exam record. Uh, So now we want to get our conditions. Now I am put this layer close and student. We need to now we need to connect the student subjects and terms and student table to get our selected detail. So now we want to first we connect first we join subject table. So now I'm doing get that and dot operation and subject ID. You can see it. So I get subject ID, and now I want to connect subject ID and select my specify subject from subject table. So so I use in operation and use those brackets and select. I want to select subject ID. So I want to get subject table and dot subject ID. So why is this in blue color? Doesn't matter. So from I'll get from, and now I want to get from subject table and need to use this where clause. And subject, I want to get subject name because I want to get I forgot, science. Yeah, science subject. So when we want to get specify subject, we want to get subject name from subject table. So I get that subject dot um let's use that abbreviation. And subject uh, subject name. I think it is okay. So okay. All right, subject name, and my subject name equals to science. So all right, science. Okay, get that. And right, science. And we have another condition. So let's go to another condition. Let's close this bracket and come into end operation, and we can get this exam mark record again. So all right, exam mark record dot operation term ID, and now we want to get in operation. So we want to join term table to that, and we can select in operation. And now we need to get the first term. So let's get that and paste it on there. Now we need to customize this exam term like that. Oh, yeah, yeah, like that. Copy that for safety. Exam term, I don't need to get some errors. So and also exam it dot exam I want to get ID. Yeah, I want to get ID because it is a primary key. We want to select that first. So from I want to get this one exam term, close that various exam term, and where we want to get exam term like this, get exam term, and cross this variation. I don't need it. And term name, we want to get exam term. I think yeah, exam term. So let's get that from there. Okay, okay, exam term, and first term. Yeah, first term. So let's go to data sheet and get the first term. All right, first term. So right now we also my query is like that, and let's execute that and see it's okay. Um, function exam of tv plus count doesn't exist. Yeah, guys. I think this because of these abbreviations. So I close these abbreviations, and now when I execute, I have count of student exam marks. So yeah, I have wait. Um, yeah, I have eight first term for 8 marks. Science. Yeah, we have because we have 8 student in our table, so we have 8 student marks. So now we need to get that because you can see this thing. So uh, our answer our answer 8, we have answer 8, our answer 8 named like count student exam mark dot record exam term ID. So this we want to change this, but we can't change this, so we can do something for that. So now I will show you that we can use this as option. So as operation, so you can see this as word, and now we can name something what we like. So now we are getting science first term mark. So as I want to get, yeah, let's just Right, like that. So let's just use this abbreviations and number of of student candidates and the dates uh, phase two science custom system exam. Uh, okay, let's just, yeah. Now you can see it. Number of candidates phase two science first term exam. So now we rename that thing. So now we can use to rename some answers using this as operations. So now we want to use this as keyword to do that. All right. Now we need this query so far because we have to customize these things. I don't need to type that. Customizing this is easy to you and easy to understand you. So I open a new query tab and save it on there. And what is this? Uh, I don't need this. So okay. Now we have new query space. So now let's go to second question and see what's happening there. So what's the minimum score obtained by the first term students? So now we need to find minimum score obtained by the first term students from all subjects. I think, yeah, all subjects. This question doesn't mention any subject. So we need to get the minimum score obtained by the first term students. All right. All subject, we need to find the minimum score. So using this query makes sense because we can't find these using this. You can see it. So we have 48 more rows. You can see we have 8 students, and yeah, we have 48 details on there. So we can find the minimum score using this data sheet. So we can use the query to do that. So okay, now let's do that. So we need to find the minimum score obtained in the first term. So now we have a special keyword like min, min, if I spell that. So select, now you can see min. So min, if I spell that. So now we want to get that brackets and student. I want to get a student table. So turn on the pink color. Exam mark record. I want to get exam mark record. So let's copy that. And you can use these kind of shortcut things. They are not wrong and they are okay. We need to do that because we don't need to type more. We can copy and paste those. And I want to get the mark table from. And if you want to format your things, you can use this broom option. You can see the broom option. So when we click on that, I'm just changing something. Now you can see, yeah. When I enter that end row, now I am using this broom option. So now it's automatically formatting. You can see it. So you can use this option too. So from, and now we can get this mark. We want to get this marks from students, minimum mark. So I need to now again connect this table. Okay. Now I get the where cross, and now I need to get the term. So we need to get the term ID. That's the foreign key. Now I connect the term ID with that query. So now I can select some location. So now I can select term using term table. So now select, can get that term from there. Select exam term ID, yeah, from term, and where term name yeah, we can get that. We can get that probably. So oh, right now um, now we get the first term. We want to select first term minimum score obtained. So I get the first term. Now we don't need to connect subject table because we have to get the first term minimum score. So subject is not mentioned. So minimum score obtained by the first term students. And yeah, now we can execute the query and see our answer. All right, we have error. You have an error in syntax. Select term ID from exam term, first term line. All right, guys, I realize it. So it's because of this bracket. So I forgot to keep that bracket, and I forgot to and I give a space, so it doesn't work. You can see now it's work. When I give a space, it doesn't work and says function xm marks db mean does not exist. Check the function name passing and resolutions section in the reference manual. So it's a SQL error. So we need to do that, and now it's okay. So and also we need to give that brackets correctly. So this is a subquery, so we need to write in brackets and after this in operation. So now it's okay, we can have 10.5 as a minimum mark. So now I need to now you can see we need to rename the table name. So I use this operation. So get that as keyword, and I want to put it, yeah, after this. Okay. Um, and we want to rename. Now we want to get minimum score obtained in first term. So mean score obtained in uh, first term. So now we are okay. We rename the table name. So we can run the query, and now we can see that. All right. We did the second question so far. Now we have a third question to do. So find the numbers of the student who participate in the second term mathematics subject. All right. Find the number of the students. So we can use this first. We can use this query. So I write that query also in the first question. For first question, we write that. So now we can search mathematics subject using this query. So we have only thing to do. We need to rename that subject name only. So let's get the subject name from datasheet. So copy that. Yes. And now second term, we want to get the second term marks. So let's go to exam term table and get the second term and first term. All right. Now we have second term mathematics marks. I need to change that table name also. Mathematics second. Okay. Now it's all okay. So we want to get the count, so we can customize this. Now you can see customization. Now okay. Now we can run the query, and we have 8. Yeah, we have 8 because we have 80 students in the school. All right. Now all right. Now we have a fourth question to do. So we have done this third question really easy because we have to customize this only. So now we want to do fourth question. So we want to search lowest mark in the first term. We want to search the subject. So we already searched the mark. Now we can customize these to search subject. So yeah. Now we want to get the subject query. So let's get the subject query from that. All right, guys. We have to type that query because it's a different query. We can't customize these things. So let's type that. Select. We want to select all from subject table. Subject table. We want to get that AS operation. Uh, as the lowest mark. As the lowest mark. So lowest mark. So table name is okay. Now we need to use the where clause and get the subject and dot subject ID. I don't know why my subject name turned into blue. Um, Subject ID, get that primary key. So now we need to use in operation. So in, um, remember to get the brackets, and we want to search. All right, now you can see we can get this. I'm a little bit turn off my mic. All right, guys. Now we type the subject table query. So now we have to connect the student exam mark record table to subject query. So now we need to use this in operation inside this brackets, inside this subject query select subject table select query brackets. So in operation, and now we want to open the new bracket. So new brackets, and now I want to connect the exam mark record. So I am writing a query. You will have to see. All right, now we connect the exam mark record table. Now we have in operation, we need to connect the student table. So we want to get the first term or second term. So we want to connect the term table. So now we want to get the first term or second term. We want to first term marks. So we want to connect the term table. Now I'm connecting term table, and I'm using in operation inside this bracket. So you can see this bracket is also not closed yet. So now I am writing query for term table. You will have to see. All right. Yeah. I think my query is okay now. So you can see it. We connect subject table, term table, and exam mark record table all together. And we want to get the lowest mark in the first term. What subject? We want to get the subject. And now I think my query is okay. Let's execute it. Yeah. Same thing. We give the space. That is fine. So now it's a subject to unknown column. Right. Uh, right, guys. I want to show you the problem. So when I put subject on there, in there, so now I can get it, and now it says subject dot subject ID doesn't. They don't identify the right column. So when I close it, I can run the query. So I have this science subject. So what we need which subject got the lowest mark in the first term. So we have science subject for lowest mark. Guys, that's okay. So we can go to fifth question. So what is the fifth question? Let's see. Find the name of the student who got the lowest mark in all subject in the first term. So now we need to get the student name. So we have to write a query again. So all right, I'm opening a new query tab. So let's do that. So select my mic is on, camera. Okay, recording. Okay. Select student. All right. Dot first name and student dot last name. Or get from the student table. Yeah, student exam mark records. I want to get the student exam mark records. So on that, don't worry. Yeah. Okay. And I need to get dot operation to. Now I want to index number. So I want to get the student name. So I want to get the primary key of the student table. So index number. So now I can use the in operation and use bracket. Now I can hit the query select student exam mark record dot to dot index number. So index number, okay. And from I'm just thinking and typing like that. That's all. That's all because I'm not really good at join queries, but I can do it. So I'm just thinking and typing what we want to join and what we want to get, like that. I'm just thinking from index number from we want to get what? We want to get the lowest mark in all subjects. All right. We want to get the exam mark record again and get the where clause, and we want to get the marks. So I want to get the mark and specify my table. So now again we can use the in in keyword, and now we can select min. You know that keyword min. So we want to get the lowest mark, so we want to use min. So select uh, no min minimum is minimum record. We want a minimum record, so I want to mark one mark. Why Arjun is not coming? That's not good. So mark from I think that is okay. Let's see. Uh, name. What is the name? Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Same mistake all over. Mark record dot index number. Okay. So no, it's okay. Yeah, we can have the name. So when we specify the table again and again, so it doesn't identify by SQL software, I mean SQL queries. So we can only get the column name. So now it's identified. Then we can have the lowest. We can find the name of the student who got the lowest mark in all subject in first term. So let's just search. Is that okay? So Kasum Rajamantri. All right. Uh, let's just see. Sometimes our SQL query doesn't correct. So we have wrong details. So let's see, is that okay? So if, all right, now let's see Asun Rajamandri. Okay, a little bit of maximizing for you. Yeah, 10, okay, 50. We need first term only. Oh, yeah, we need first term only. So let's see first term marks. Okay, 10.5, 45, yeah. Um, yeah, all right, Kasun Rajamantri is the correct one. We can say that. And now, okay, my query is okay. So now you can try your own way and you can find some way. So you can format these things using this broom option. And I already show you a query, so I make that in different query tabs. Now it's all okay. So all right, guys. So we did the 20 question good. So far so good. So now I think you can understand well about what is the question set 20 cent. So and I want to tell this is the most busiest time in my house because my younger sister coming to house and she want to go to classes and uh, our family members are working. So so this is the busiest time. So I already did really hard work in this busy time. I don't do it. So as you can see, 8 p.m. All right, guys, I successfully did, however. So make sure to subscribe and leave a like for video if you get some knowledge from that video. So I hope to see you guys in my next, I mean, 21st question. So hope you guys see you soon. Peace.